we're here at the Effie Awards, and we're here with our gold winners, or rather, gold's winner. So well done. Ogilvy won actually the most Effie Awards this evening. I think it was 9 in total. 10.
2 golds.
2 golds and 10 in total, the most of any agency. So really well done.
Thank you.
So now tell us a little bit about why you think the agency's been so successful at the Effies, which we know is about effectiveness.
I think Ogilvy is committed to being the most effective creative agency. So effectiveness is at the heart of what we do. When we measure success, we look at how the creative work has stood out, delivering results, delivering business results, delivering, and then also, defining and contributing to a better planet. We have these 3 Ps: performance, planet, and people. And this is a measure of success on any given day.
That's wonderful. That's a really nice philosophy.
Yes.
And I mean, you have a really great client in SA Breweries, and you won gold for Carling,
Yes.
Black Label, as well as for Castle Lager.
Yes.
Now, the Castle Lager one was very much about purpose, and it was a really great, heartwarming ad. Tell us a little bit about that campaign, given your philosophy of how you work at Ogilvy.
Yeah, that campaign was actually a functional brief to demonstrate the functional attributes, the quality credentials of Castle Lager. And instead of zigging, doing the obvious heartwarming product campaign, the agency thought, what if we actually fully demonstrated the quality of this product? What if we actually turned, instead of taking waste material, using it and repurposing it for good? And I think that's what's also interesting is that, in African culture, when they make beer, they add bread. So
Yes.
such an insight, just understanding how beer and bread are so closely connected allowed us to actually do good and demonstrate the quality credentials. So you could say of the piece I spoke about earlier, it is people, it is planet, and it is product performance.
Amazing.
Yes.
Can you tell us more about the other gold campaign, the Carling Black Label one, which is more about soccer and people? And what I found so interesting about that was there were so many moving parts in that. Like, there was so much happening, and it all came together beautifully. I mean, to conceptualize that must have been amazing.
I think the Ogilvy team in Cape Town did extremely well. Carling for years has been the key sponsor for our sports programs, and one of the key challenges that the brand faced was actually the lack of energy in the game. So the insight and the strategy and the idea was just bring the energy in, fakugezi, and they did something phenomenal, because what they ultimately did is take an activation experiential campaign and lift up the sponsorship of the event and do something good for soccer, and the target audience we know are soccer fans and soccer lovers. So I think that is what is so exciting, to just delivering that impact.
Yeah, and we know there was impact because you won gold. So as an agency, what do you think is the secret to creating a campaign that has that kind of impact, that has that efficiency for a brand, but still builds that brand efficacy, that warm feeling about a brand?
Creativity and effectiveness hold the same strong weight, and they're very good. They have a very good yin and yang partnership. So we have a way of working where strategy pitches to the creative with insights that are cultural and unlock an opportunity, and then creative also pitch to strategists. So within that kind of world, you have your account leads ensuring that that dynamic is actually well balanced. More often, I've been in the industry for a long time, in the industry for a while, and what you generally tend to see is that you're either creative or you're either effective. What we have committed to doing is to ensure that I believe that creativity drives results you sell or else, as David Ogilvy said, actually is seen in the effectiveness product. So when we start the year, we ensure that we set the objectives with our clients. That's usually a very challenging conversation if you don't have that habit. And we have built that habit. We don't always hit it, but it is something that we have a divine discontent towards. We set those KPIs and we plan to prove that the work, we love amazing creative work, but we want to prove that that work sells, because we know that our client leaders actually need to demonstrate that in their businesses and to demonstrate that in our market. So I think that's why we are obsessed with it, I must say.
Well done on being obsessed with it. It's definitely paid off. Thank you so much for chatting.
Thank you.